Have you ever stood at a crossroads in your life, a moment of decision, and wondered about the path not taken? What if you had said yes instead of no? What if you had turned left instead of right? These aren't just idle daydreams. They are doorways into one of the most mind-bending ideas in all of science, the concept of parallel worlds. Imagine that for every choice you make, a new universe splits into existence. In one, you took the job in a new city. In another, you stayed home. Both realities could be equally real, unfolding side by side, forever hidden from each other. This is the essence of a parallel world, a separate reality that coexists with our own. This grand idea, often called the multiverse, suggests that our universe, everything we can see and measure from the smallest atom to the most distant galaxy, is not the only one. It might be just a single bubble in a vast cosmic foam of other universes. Each bubble is a world unto itself, some nearly identical to ours, others so bizarre they would defy our imagination. This isn't just science fiction. The possibility of these other worlds arises from the deepest questions in physics. Think of it like a simple coin flip. Before the coin lands, there are two possibilities, heads or tails. What if, at the very moment the coin landed, the universe itself split in two? In one universe you see heads. In a brand new parallel universe, a copy of you sees tails. This is the scale of the idea we are about to explore. Our journey will take us through these cosmic what-ifs. The quest to understand parallel worlds is a quest to understand our own place in the cosmos. Every single day, you make countless choices, big and small. Each of these decisions is like a fork in the road of your life. Imagine the library of your life. Every book on its shelves tells the story of a different you. There's the book about the you who became a painter instead of an accountant. There's another about the you who moved to a different country on a whim. In this vision of the multiverse, none of these stories are fiction. The theory suggests that this split happens for every quantum event, which could be as minor as the random decay of a single atom. Billions of times a second, the universe might be branching into countless copies. Our personal history is not a single line, but a sprawling, ever-growing tree of possibilities made real. What would it be like to actually meet another version of yourself? Imagine standing face to face with someone who has your eyes, your voice, and your memories up until a certain point in your life. This other, you made a different choice at a critical juncture. Perhaps they pursued a risky passion while you chose a stable career. Each version would be a testament to how our circumstances and choices sculpt the raw material of who we are. Think about the conversations you could have. This encounter would force you to confront the very essence of your identity. You are not just one person, you are a multitude. Now let's stretch our minds even further. But what if there are universes where the fundamental rules of reality itself are different? Imagine a world where gravity is 10 times stronger, or perhaps where it repels instead of attracts. In such a universe, life, if it could exist at all, would be unimaginably different. Consider a universe with different fundamental constants. If the strong nuclear force were just a tiny bit weaker, atoms couldn't hold together. Imagine a universe with 2 dimensions of time instead of 1, or with 6 spatial dimensions instead of 3. They might be beings of pure energy, or complex crystalline structures, or something so alien that we lack the words to describe it. History feels like a single, unchangeable story. But in a multiverse, every key moment in history could be a branching point, creating a parallel world where things went differently. What if the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs had missed our planet? In that parallel Earth, intelligent reptilian beings might have evolved over the last 65 million years. What if the Library of Alexandria, the greatest repository of ancient knowledge, had never burned? In that parallel reality, humanity might be centuries or even millennia ahead of where we are today. A single, seemingly small event can have massive, cascading consequences that ripple through centuries, shaping the destiny of an entire planet. Somewhere out there in the vastness of the multiverse, there could be countless other Earths, each playing out a different version of our shared history. Where does this wild idea of branching realities come from? It's not just a philosopher's dream. One of the most direct routes to the multiverse comes from our best theory of the microscopic world, quantum mechanics. Before you measure it, a particle like an electron can exist in multiple states at once. It can be spinning both clockwise and counterclockwise simultaneously. It's only when we look, when we make a measurement, that it chooses one state. But in the 1950s, a physicist named Hugh Everett III proposed a radical and beautifully simple alternative. He suggested that the other possibilities don't vanish at all. Instead, When you make a measurement, the entire universe splits. In this view, reality is a constantly branching tree. Every quantum event, everywhere in the cosmos, is causing new worlds to branch off. This means that an incomprehensibly vast number of parallel universes are being created every fraction of a second. Quantum mechanics isn't the only path that leads to other worlds. Another mind-stretching idea comes from the cutting edge of theoretical physics, specifically from something called string theory. In its modern form, known as M-theory, it proposes that our universe isn't all there is. Instead, it suggests that our entire three-dimensional universe might be a membrane, or brane for short. Imagine a single slice of bread in a much larger loaf. Our brain floats within a higher dimensional space, a bulk that we cannot directly perceive. And we might not be the only slice in the loaf. This theory, known as Brane cosmology, paints a picture of multiple universes existing as parallel membranes. What keeps us stuck on our brain? According to the theory, most of the fundamental forces and particles of our universe are like ink on our sheet of paper. They are bound to it and cannot leave. However, there is one force that might be different: gravity. Some theories suggest that gravity might be able to leak between these branes. Experiments at powerful particle accelerators like the Large Hadron Collider are looking for evidence of extra dimensions or energy disappearing from our brain. It would confirm that we are not alone, that we exist in a cosmic neighborhood of parallel worlds, separated from us not by vast distances, but by a dimension we can't see. If any of these theories are true, it fundamentally changes our place in the cosmos. For most of human history, we believed we were at the center of everything. The multiverse is the ultimate demotion. It suggests that not even our entire universe is special. In this grand scheme, our universe, with its specific laws of physics and particular history, is just one volume in a cosmic library of infinite size. I would argue it makes it matter more, because this is the only universe you get to experience. This is your story. Ultimately, our place in the multiverse is the place of the observer. We are, as far as we know, the part of our universe that has become self-aware. The existence of other worlds doesn't shrink our significance, it expands the arena of our wonder. We have journeyed through worlds born of choice, worlds with alien physics and worlds where history took a different path. Yet, after all this exploration, we are left not with answers but with deeper and more profound questions. The truth is, we don't know if parallel worlds are real. There is no definitive proof. The search for these answers drives science forward, pushing us to build better telescopes, more powerful colliders, and more elegant theories to describe our reality. So where does that leave us? It leaves us with a sense of awe and humility. It invites us to stretch our imagination to its breaking point and then go a little further. What if, right now, another you is reading these same words in a world almost identical to this one? What if our reality is just one note in an infinite cosmic symphony? We don't have the answers, and perhaps that is the most beautiful part. The invitation is open. All you have to do is keep asking questions.